Hello there, and welcome to the first iteration of Cinebites. These are weekly, short kind of tidbit videos where we focus on characters and or scenes or comparing and contrasting smaller parts of movies and TV shows, and other media as well. These are going to be paired up with these longer style videos called, I actually have not worked out the name for that quite yet, but those are going to be video essay style and more of a, type of breakdown with a longer form. But before we get going, I do want to drop a quick spoiler warning for any of you who have not seen the prequel movies, which I don't know what you're doing. Get off this YouTube video and go watch them right now, or else we can't be friends. And then also a little bit of the Clone Wars. Not any major parts other than, I guess, Darth Maul being alive. But if you don't know that by now, you are completely living under a rock. Let's get into the philosophy of my favorite Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn. As a child watching the Star Wars movies, my fascination with the Jedi was for all the wrong reasons. I yearned for a lightsaber. I wanted the ability to use the Force. I wanted to kiss Padme Amidala, although that was cut a little bit short at the end of Revenge of the Sith. However, as I grew older, my understanding of what it truly means to be a Jedi started to shift. Perhaps it was the passage of time that brought about this change. But now, when I revisit the movies, I see the Jedi in a whole different way. Being a Jedi is about living in the present moment. It's about immersing oneself in the sensations of the world around them. It's about embracing the delicate balance that exists between all things. The harmony of yin and yang. As the story unfolds in The Phantom Menace, it becomes obvious that this outlook is not as prevalent among the Jedi as you might expect. Perhaps it is due to the corruption in the Senate, or possibly the power-hungry dynamics of the Jedi Council. Nevertheless, there is one Jedi who stands out as a true follower of this philosophy, Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon embodies a distinct perspective. His fresh outlook and commitment to balance make him an intriguing Jedi master. He forges his own path, unafraid to challenge the traditional teachings and norms of the established Jedi Order.
Do not defy the Council, Master, not again.
I shall do what I must, Obi-Wan.
Qui-Gon's unique perspective shines a light on the potential flaws within the Order and the Jedi's traditional approach. In exploring Qui-Gon Jinn's character, we uncover his unwavering commitment to the Force and his willingness to follow his own intuition. He sees beyond immediate circumstances, perceiving a larger picture and understanding the significance of the living Force. His unconventional methods and independent thinking set him apart, making him a captivating and thought-provoking Jedi. As the story unfolds, Qui-Gon Jinn's presence serves as a reminder that the path of the Jedi is not a rigid one. It is a journey of self-discovery, where embracing the moment and finding balance within oneself and the world are paramount. Qui-Gon Jinn's character invites us to question the established order and consider alternate perspectives, redefining what it means to be a Jedi. Now let's dive into some background of Qui-Gon Jinn and the events leading up to the Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon Jinn was a highly respected knight during the era of the Galactic Republic. He was born on an unknown planet, but was discovered to be very strong in the Force at a young age. Taken by Master Dooku, Qui-Gon received extensive training in the ways of the Jedi. Throughout his years as a Jedi Knight, Qui-Gon developed a reputation for his unorthodox methods and practices. He often questioned the teachings of the Jedi Council, believing in the importance of personal experience and intuition. Qui-Gon's pursuit of knowledge and understanding led him to study many Force-related philosophies, including those outside of the Jedi Order, which is normally looked down upon. This broadened his perspectives and shaped his unique approach to the Force. Shortly before the events of the Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon received a vision of a young boy named Anakin Skywalker. Qui-Gon believed him to be the Chosen One. Intrigued by the potential of this boy, Qui-Gon convinced the Jedi Council to allow him to bring Anakin back to Coruscant for training as a Jedi. This decision set the stage for the events of the Phantom Menace, as Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan found themselves embroiled in the political conflicts surrounding Naboo and the Trade Federation's blockade. During their mission, Qui-Gon Jinn encountered Sith Lord Darth Maul, engaging in a fateful duel that ultimately cost him his life. but at least it was an amazing song. But this is not quite where Qui-Gon's story ends. Qui-Gon Jinn's legacy lived on throughout his many teachings and influences to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan continued to follow Qui-Gon's unorthodox methods and philosophies throughout his own journey as a Jedi Knight and eventually a Jedi Master. Qui-Gon Jinn becomes the first Jedi to achieve infinite consciousness. This is the ghost form of the Jedi seen at the end of Return of the Jedi. Although it seems that Qui-Gon did not complete his task of living on with the Force, he comes back in his infinite form as a ghost on the Force planet, Mortis. Qui-Gon Jinn's Force ghost appears to Anakin on Mortis and reveals that he is part of a larger cosmic plan. He warns Anakin of the dangers and tests he will face, emphasizing the importance of maintaining balance within oneself. Although this attempt at preserving Anakin's light side obviously did not quite work out, he played another pivotal post-death role in teaching Yoda to manifest as a Force ghost late into the Clone Wars.
Qui-Gon Jinn, really you? It is.
It is.
Losing my mind, I am not.
No, my friend, no.
Why have you brought me here?
Follow the light. The light will be your guide.
Now, what are some of the specific things that set Qui-Gon's philosophy apart from the other Jedi of the Order? Obi-Wan Kenobi is very popular as a lot of people's favorite Jedi. With Obi-Wan being Qui-Gon's apprentice, he does adapt a lot of the traits that Qui-Gon has. For example, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn both know how to question authority when it is necessary. Qui-Gon is faced with a very tough decision once he takes Anakin off of Tatooine to Coruscant, where the Jedi decide he is too risky to train.
The Force is strong.
He is to be trained then?
No. He will not be trained.
No.
He is too old.
He is the chosen one. You must see it.
Clouded this boy's future is.
Qui-Gon follows his gut because of his strong belief that Anakin is the chosen one. He takes it upon himself to train young Skywalker.
I will train him then. I take Anakin as my Padawan learner.
This has some similarities with the way that Obi-Wan defies the Jedi Council to go to Mandalore and fight Darth Maul. But on the not-so-positive side, with the introduction of the Duchess Satine of Mandalore, we see a side of Obi-Wan that we're not so used to, a side full of affection. He makes decisions based on Satine's well-being, rather than the will of the Force. Although you might argue this is Obi-Wan showing positive emotion, he's actually experiencing attachment. This is further showed by his willingness to put himself at risk to protect Satine.
But to take action, support from the Republic Senate, we will need.
You know what the Senate will decide. They will not send aid to a neutral system.
At this time, nothing more can we do.
Whereas Qui-Gon Jinn understands the difference between attachment and emotion. Emotions are natural and can provide valuable insight, but attachments can often cloud judgment and lead to darkness. Jedi separate themselves from possessive or unhealthy emotional bonds to maintain clarity and serve the greater good. Qui-Gon strives to find balance by acknowledging emotions while still remaining detached from their negative influences. Now, I cannot finish up a Qui-Gon video without pondering the question, how can a Jedi who was trained by a soon-to-be Sith Lord come out on the other end so damn noble? This same inquiry can be applied to another one of my favorite Jedi, Ahsoka Tano, who was raised by none other than Pre-Vader himself. In my perspective, this answer lies in their exposure to the dark side. It is important to clarify that these Padawans are not influenced by the dark side in their actions or techniques, but rather they gain a second-hand point of view on its consumption. This vantage point allows Ahsoka and Qui-Gon to gain insights into the allure and the potential dangers of the dark side. This gives them a view that enhances their comprehension of the Force and the Jedi's vital role in maintaining balance. I firmly believe that the ability to perceive and understand the dark side without succumbing to its numerous temptations is a distinct quality that defines a great Jedi. In conclusion, Qui-Gon Jinn's philosophy and unique qualities set him apart from the other Jedi of the Order. His commitment to living in the present moment and embracing the balance of the Force distinguish him as a true follower of the Jedi path. Qui-Gon Jinn's willingness to question authority and trust his own intuition demonstrates his unwavering belief in the greater good. Furthermore, his understanding between the differences in emotion and attachment allows him to maintain clarity and make sound judgments. Despite being trained by a Sith Lord,
This had nothing to do with me, I assure you.
Qui-Gon's exposure to the dark side provides him with valuable insights, giving him a distinct perspective on the Force and its potential dangers. This ability to perceive and understand the dark side without succumbing to its temptations is a defining quality that sets him apart as a noble and true Jedi.